Hello there and welcome back to Fun with Music. Here's another how-to video. Today we'll be talking about registration memory. So first let me tell you a bit about it. Let's say you're looking for the perfect voice and style for the piece you want to play and you have spent a lot of time and effort doing so. What if you could save all these settings on your keyboard so that you could recall them immediately next time? This is where registration memory comes in handy. Let me show you how you can use registration banks to your advantage. I have my keyboard set up here with some voices, some styles, and a few other settings that have been tweaked. So I would like to save them so that I don't have to set it up over and over again every time I switch on the keyboard. You can save your settings in registration banks, where each bank has 8 memories. You could assign each bank to, let's say, a different piece. So now I have my right 1 voice set up as piano, my right 2 voice set up as organ, and I have 70s hard rock as my style with a tempo of 120 with accompaniment on, main variation A, and sync start. So now I would like to save it in the registration memory. Let's save it in registration memory number 1. We can do so by pressing memory and then the number in which we want to save it, which is 1 in this case. Now this button glows orange, which means we are currently in that regist. If it glows blue, it means that something is saved in it. Now let's say I want to switch between voices while I'm playing. Now of course I won't have enough time to switch between voices manually while I'm playing. So we'll have to save that in a registration memory as well, so that we can access it with just a press of a button. So let's change our voice to strings. And let's switch off the right 2 voice. And now let's save it in registration memory 2. We can do so by pressing memory and then registration memory number 2. Now registration memory number 2 glows orange, which means we are currently in that memory. And notice that registration number 1 has now turned blue, which means that we are not currently accessing it, but there is something saved in it. So now in registration memory number 1, we have piano and organ set as our voices, and in registration number 2, we have only strings as our voice. So now let me show you a demo of how you can use these 2 registration memories saved here. Now once we have saved these registration memories, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't change them. Let's say I want to assign main variation B to registration memory number 2. We can repeat the process of saving by pressing memory and registration memory number 2. Now registration memory number 2 has been overwritten, so the next time you access it, your main variation will be set to main B. Now let's save our registration bank. We can do so by going into this menu here, pressing File, Save, choosing the folder in which we want to save it to, which in this case is my general user folder, and we can press Save here. We can also rename it and now our registration bank has been saved by the name of AD1 and we can access it whenever we want. I hope you found this video useful and please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. Thank you so much and I'll see you next time.